Welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're gonna have to deal with our copper. We're over here in the Crater Lakes at night, and we've got some copper activities that we need to take care of. Now, actually, let me take a peek here. All right, we do have the recipe. That's good. We're basically going to get 2 for 1 because our thermal rockets build includes the pressure cubes. And in order to build a nuclear pasta, we need a lot of copper powder. 200 per 1. Wow. We've got a bunch of copper kind of being dealt with. If you remember, probably 6 months ago now, the giant refinery is making copper and getting produced and sent into our copper storage, which is right here. And then we're just kind of observing how it's being used. Obviously, that's being shipped out in a very limited fashion. There must be a slow belt in here or something. But I think we should combine these so we can increase the overall output pressure. Because look at this. We've got 2 belts doing almost nothing, and then 1 belt that's wide open. So we should share the load of that. This is all of our copper storage, and there is a lot of copper in here, so sort of anticipating the need of 200 copper powder, and the copper powder requires a lot of copper. But this is the one that's moving. Let's see. What is going on? It almost looks like this is... Oh, this is a Mark IV belt. I built this when I had Mark IV technology. Let's see if we can upgrade a good chunk of this. Is this Mark IV? It is. Oh, that might be enough. Wait, these are all 4s too. One upside is that if we output them, and now I've kind of gone against what I'm about to say, since we did use both the outputs from the industrial storage containers, it's possible that we're okay, and it's going to act as a natural divisor. Oh, I didn't even upgrade the belt out of here. Well, that's a whole different conversation. We're not going to do all that. But that's actually better. It's not a full belt, but it's a lot better. Then I guess we could go back in here and merge these belts to the right belt advantage. I guess we'll combine them both. So that is going in. These are coming out. I kind of want to make it so that's a little more 50-50. The placement of this is making that difficult. There. Now all the lines are contributing to what's going on over here. And that should give us a more consistent flow. But that's not even what we're here for. Just saw a problem, wanted to solve it. What we have here is the opportunity to take these three outputs. Oh, but now look. All our belts are moving. Oh, you know why they're all moving those? Because part of it's because it's going into storage. What is this? What are we using all this copper for? I'm kind of curious. Whatever it is, it's a long way away. Is this something that we added to the lift near the refinery? Oh, we're not making it up there. Oh, right. It's all part of the aluminum stuff. Okay, well then I'm happy to send these guys some out. I'm happy to send these guys some extra copper. That makes sense. I see it now. Spicy boys. Just the one director. Let's see. So basically, I'm just trying to get over this in a reasonably good way. Come on. I think that is about right. Kind of make kind of a floaty, cliff-based building here. Kind of an extension. We probably need to get ourselves some power over here. Where's the power currently? Power! So I'm thinking... So the issue with the copper powder is that it's a ridiculous recipe, actually. If I go in here and I do production, a constructor, and we're doing more than we need to here, but it's just sometimes it's easier just to see it. 300 per minute. And that gives you 50 per minute on the other side. But then the nuclear pasta recipe takes 200, nope, takes 100 per minute. So every one of these nuclear pastas that you want to make, and you only get half of those per minute. You need 2 of these other things. if we theoretically have 3 780 belts, I should probably just do the math. Of course, I can't do anything while we're in autosave mode. I'll be right back. Okay. $780. Theoretically, we've got 3 of them. $300 per minute. So we're looking at 780 times 3 divided by 300. 8 machines. Let's just say 8 machines. 7.8 machines. And so 8 machines. You know, I could just say 8 machines. Everybody gets their own industrial storage container. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I go 9, that's actually a little better. And by better, I mean divisible. Right? Each belt equally then can... Oh, boy. Ooh. Got out of range for our power. That was almost a bad situation. I'm finding lots of opportunities to build on the edge of high cliffs this game. Or this playthrough. Now my question, now I have all kinds of questions. Let's take a visit back to the refinery. My question is the refinery full? Like, are we using the full capacity of that refinery? It's a big refinery. There's probably some machines that we haven't connected. There's the mostly undone, but we're making stuff, so it's good enough. refinery. Well, this is... looks like it's backed up, actually. We just started tapping everything, so it is going to be a situation where things need to loosen up a little bit. Plus, we're on Mark IV belts to the extreme. So that would be the interesting part, is if we upgraded one of these belts. But man, that would be a heck of a trip. I guess if we're gonna do it though, we might as well do it all the way. All right, so let's see what it would be like to upgrade one line of this. We're not going to spend the time to upgrade all of these lines. I might not have enough aluminum on us to upgrade all of this. $20 per click? Yeah, we're gonna run out. Let's see. Do we have some over here? I don't know why I would have a huge amount of it stashed in this location. 400. That might be just enough to get us through. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh, that wasn't nearly enough juice, but it's better than running the whole way. We kind of went in and out, up and around on this thing. Uh-oh. I made a huge mistake. I have 1 copper in my inventory, which is causing me to overload, which is causing me to drop containers everywhere. One of the things you have to keep in mind when you're upgrading belts is that, especially when you go from 4 to 5, the stack ratio on encased beams is a lot smaller than aluminum sheets. Okay. Now, Mark 5, we'll go there. We'll go there. Man, we've got way too much encased beam. I'm just going to put a little storage container in here so we can give ourselves a little breathing room. Just off by the smallest amount. Okay, so Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5. I think we were at the lift. There we go. So we have at least one Mark V belt from the source. We want to put 9 of these down. I'm suddenly realizing that we can't just put 9 of these down. At least not simply. The last couple of these are going to be a bit of a nightmare. The simplest way would be to just connect each one of these with their own belt. We'll get our power connected and then where is this? If I go right here, we should be able to connect this then. Using that straight line technique of goodness. Luckily, one belt can handle all this output. I'm hesitating because I'm not sure that I want that to be all of the storage that we can have. We might want more storage than this. Let's see. We need 1,000 nuclear pasta. Pasta. So we need 200,000 copper powder. Ooh. Kind of a lot. I am not where I thought I was. I thought I was over here. Let's see. Do we not have any steel pipes in here? Ah. Last one. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's say 7. And then just sort of to count it. Let's see where we are. Pretty sure it's a 200 stack situation. Oh, nope. They decided to be nice. Well, if it's 500, then that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 48. So it's 200,000 copper powder divided by 500 divided by 48. Oh, we only need 8 of these? All right, well, that makes that a lot easier. I should probably decide how I want to stack these. Sometimes it's useful and sometimes it's not. In that case, auto switching the direction was a help to us. I guess I could store it on the way up and then take it out on the way down. How are we having this much trouble? There's 9 items. They're outputting 40 per minute. That's 450 items per minute on a belt that does 780. I don't understand what the problem is. I guess they had some backlog of copper powder that they were dealing with. This autosave's getting a little ridiculous. You know, I'm thinking about it. We might get lucky and we might be able to connect directly to this bridge over here. That might get interesting. We'll worry about that in a second. I am a little worried though that these guys are totally backed up. What is going on? Okay, yeah. It was just the backlog from when we connected this but didn't have it running. So all of those copper ingots that we had been saving up are now being depleted, so we can save up on copper powder. So we can deplete those for the purposes of making the nuclear pasta, which is required because this stacks at... This is an amazing stack. That's the only good news to this whole story. So 10 of those should be... I'm at having a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so that's 8 times 6 times 500 times 10. 240,000 copper powder storage capability on a pasta recipe that requires 200 per 1 nuclear pasta. 200 per 1, and we need 200,000 copper powder. Okay, so we're good. We have capacity for 40% more than we need. And now we are successfully moving things in. And while we are spending our surplus, our stored copper, we are making more. So it is being rejuvenated a little bit. Obviously, we're not keeping up. It's going to be a net reduction. Plus, we've got copper powder coming out for the purposes of making AI limiters. And we've got copper powder going out in order to make aluminum. So this is going to get tapped real fast. We might have to go back to the refinery and put in some upgrades. But if something weird does happen, these guys have their own storage that they can tap into. Each one of these has actually got a little bit in it, probably exclusively the amount that we stored while we were waiting. Wait, why are you still in there? What's going on? Oh, I dropped some off manually and it can't keep up. That's fine. All right, we're about to call it, but first we got to get a really cool thumbnail screenshot here. In the far distance, the starter factory. In the foreground, massive amounts of copper powder being made. It'll work its way out. But thanks for hanging out. We'll probably leave this for a bit and let it make some of this copper, and then we'll come back and put some design on it. It'll just be like an extension of the copper ingot storage facility. We'll see you next time.